Hi, so in week 3, you were told that the length of a rectangle is 12 centimeters more than the width. And they give you the perimeter as 44 centimeters. And then they ask you to find the length and the width. And then it asks you which would be more helpful. That is, let x equal the length or let x equal the width. And then they ask you to support your answer. Well, the first thing that we want to start off by doing is drawing our rectangle. Now, it doesn't have to be to scale. It doesn't even have to be pretty, but this is just kind of sort of how you always start problems. When possible, you go ahead and you draw a picture. My intent is to draw a picture. However, I have to first get ink to draw a picture. So here is my rectangle, and this is going to be what I am going to use to represent my picture. Notice it is not a perfect rectangle, but nevertheless, it is my rectangle. So then we go back and we look at what it's giving us. It says the length of the rectangle is 12 centimeters more than the width of the rectangle. Now, what's going on here? If we let this be our width here, and if we let this be our length here, so our length is kind of coming down this side here, and then our width is kind of going across there, then what you notice is everything is being represented in terms of the width. So let's let our width here be our x, and let's let our length here be, as they say, it's 12 centimeters more than the width, and our width is x. So x is going to be, the length, I'm sorry, is going to be x plus 12 centimeters. Okay? And the other piece of information that they give us is the perimeter. Well, the perimeter is 44 centimeters. So we know that the perimeter, which is the distance around the edges, is 44 centimeters. So perimeter is equal to 44 centimeters. And then we write what the formula for perimeter is. And the formula for perimeter for a rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay, and we know that all of that is equal to 44 centimeters. Okay, now we're going to go through the rest of this problem, and let's kind of sort of rewrite it here. So let's say that the perimeter of twice the length plus twice the width is just equal to 44. So we're going to drop the units for a minute. We're going to put them back in, but we're just going to drop them for a minute. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can factor out a 2 here. So let's factor out a 2, and then once we do that, let's go ahead and let's replace the length and the width with the x and the x plus 12. So if I take out this 2, factor out a 2, then I get length plus width equals 44. If I go ahead and if I divide both sides by 2, divide this side by 2, divide that side by 2, then the 2's cancel out here, which leaves me with length plus width equals 22. So now let's go ahead. So we've simplified this to kind of sort of make life a little bit easier. So our length here is x plus 12 plus our width, which is just x. And all that equals 22. So we combine like terms. So we have x and x. So that's going to give us 2x plus 12 equals 22. And let's give ourselves a little bit more room here to work. And so what we need to do is we need to get x by itself. So what we're going to do is we are going to subtract 12 from both sides. And when we do that, then that's going to leave us with two x equals 10. And if we go ahead, and I'm just going to come, I'm going to come up here. So we have 2x equals 10. And if we divide both sides by 2, then x is going to equal 5. So we know that our width is going to equal 5 centimeters. And we know that our length is going to equal 5 plus 12, 17 centimeters. And if we went ahead as just a self-check, and we said, okay, let's see what the perimeter is. Now, if we did everything right, if we take twice the length plus twice the width, then we should get 44. So let's see if we do. So 2 times the length, after we done our calculations, we said that was 17 centimeters. And if we take 2 times the width, which we said was 5 centimeters, then we're going to get 34 centimeters plus 10 centimeters, which will give us 44 centimeters. Okay, so the width of the rectangle is 5 centimeters. The length of the rectangle is 17 centimeters, and we've come back, we've checked our work, it checks out, and